The YouTuber, in this video we're going to be talking about the Trijicon HD Night Sights. This is a sight, one of the best sights that I would say that are out there on the market for replacing the original ones that will come on in your firearm from the factory. This one, even though they're made out of metal, that they will allow you your one hand reloading drill in case you get one hand busted, and then you will be forced to switch hands, and then you will be able to do your one hand reloading drills that I will be explaining in a future video. This one, they will not allow you to aim at nighttime situation because you will just lose sight of where you're aiming at, and you're still responsible for any property damage or bad injury that you will cause in case you fire your firearm. So I would highly recommend you to check the Trijicon, the HD Night Sights, if you are considering on replacing the original non-glow in the dark sights on your pistol. It is very common for the majority of the pistols out there, out of the box when they come, they regularly come equipped with your regular white dot sight. They just don't glow at all. So most of them are not equipped with the tritium metal sight. It is also no secret that the majority of the home invasions, the theft, the carjacking, all kind of vandalism and rapes in many other acts are committed by criminals most of the time at nighttime, where they can have certain level of cover in the darkness, odd times, odd places, sometimes situation that could have been avoidable, but the majority of the people, they were not capable of kind of seeing that they were kind of getting into wrong situations, or sometimes they just fall into an ambush by criminals. However, for the law-abiding and armed citizens, it is always the option to get a tritium night sights in order to be able to aim properly and defend his life or the life of his loved ones. Trijicon, from the beginning, they started a reputation and legacy by producing tritium sights. Contrary to what people think, that Trijicon, they become the legend, they became the legacy due to their ACOG, designated marksman, battlefield proof. They are the harshest, the strongest sights out there that can be produced for M4, M16 carbine. The reputation was built from the beginning based on a night sight replacement, not the ACOG. The ACOGs are excellent as well, but that's going to be a different video that I'll try to do for you. This is what pretty much Trijicon based their reputation from the beginning, not the ACOG ones. The specification for this one is that they are designed for fast shot placement at close distances. They have an enhanced front sight acquisition that, as you can see, they have the orange that is going to allow you to see exactly everything real quick in low light situation as well as a bright situation. You will be able to see. I chose the orange one because I live in the state of Florida and it's full of green palmettos, pine trees, grass all over, so orange contrasts a lot better than the other color that is available, the yellowish green, like construction kind of type color. I just prefer orange, and I will be using this one pretty much as a sidearm for hunting situation due to the contrast that it's gonna be better. Another thing that will allow you to enhance a view is going to be the rear U-shaped cut. The majority of the firearms, their sight is only the regular square cut. You can see over here that some people are trained with it and they're bonded with it and they prefer, but it's proven that the U-shaped rear cut, I'll show you in a few minutes, it's easier to acquire and see the front side. That's why the FBI handgun, the first generation, where the rear notch is the U shape versus the regular square shape. This side, they're made out of metal, so you can do your one hand manipulation, and they all kind of steep. They're exactly the same as the original from the factory that came from your Smith & Wesson. You can do your one hand manipulation. They're hooky, they're stepping. They're not super snatchy like some other ones, but they will allow you your one hand manipulation drill in case you get a shot and you're gonna have to switch to your alternate your non-dominant hand. That's I'm gonna be explaining that one in the future. That's gonna be a different video. There you go. Internally, they have enhanced protection for heavy recoil and harsh cleaning solvent. The tritium gas inside, as you can see, they're going to be inside some sort of aluminum cylinders that's going to keep them aligned and protected. On the front, they're going to have some sort of a silicone cushion for maximum durability. And they're going to be capped on the front, on the each one of the glowing part. They're going to be capped with a sapphire jewelry glass. That's pretty much what it's going to be used on jewelry glasses out there. When you buy an Omega Rolex, a lot of them, they come with the sapphire glass that is well known for extremely strong and resistant and really hard to break. That's another reason this one, they have a very crisp and very sharp dot when they glow in the dark. If you compare this to any other firearms, you will notice the difference immediately, how crisp and sharp they glow, instead of other sights out there on the market. They're kind of dull. It is not a well-defined circle. This one, they really conquer the night sight. A definition of a crisp and sharp is just really excellent. It's going to really make it, when you compare them to others, the difference is really remarkable. The colors that this one is going to be available, as I mentioned before, is going to be the orange, and it's going to be the yellow, greenish construction kind of color type. I prefer the orange because it'll have better contrast. Of course, if you live in Colorado, where you have a lot of red background, ground, and everything, I would highly recommend you to choose the yellow-green one, or just if you just prefer the other one. It's just personal preference. The serial number series for the Smith & Wesson compatibility one is going to be this one over here, SA1370. But they have a lot of other firearms that they make them compatible for. They have them for the Glock, for the 6 Sauer, for the Springfield, all for a lot of European firearms, for the Heckler and Koch. All those, they make these kind of sights exactly pretty much the same as the original ones from the factory, so you won't have any kind of problems with compatibility. When you buy any Trijicon product, you know they're Trijicon built. You know they're gonna be really withstand and built to withstand all kind of abuse. Trijicon has been one of the main contractors for the U.S. military and a lot of U.S. Police agencies all over the country and overseas. Everybody knows that Trijicon, they have a well-known and well-earned reputation of any of their products. As a disclosure, all tritium sights, they will only last up to 12 years. After 12 years, you know, all that glowing capacity is gonna start diminishing. They just become dull. This is a product that is proudly made in the United States. So when you buy Trijicon, you know you're supporting your fellow American. So it's something that I also kept in mind. Is something that is an American product. It's not that you're buying something from overseas, from China or any other country. When you open the package, it is going to be very simple. You're going to have your stickers. I do not recommend people to put the stickers in their car. Then a lot of criminals, snatchers, they assume that you are already carrying a firearm, and you may get your car vandalized from those people looking for firearms, thinking that you always carry your firearms. This is pretty much how they look. You can see, you see the U-shaped rear side. It is a lot easier, and it's kind of wider to align the three of them. Or let me remove the much better visibility. Sorry for that. So this is how they look. I'm going to show you in the next short video how it looks once it's going to be installed on the Smith & Wesson M&P. I have to take it to the gunsmith. I did it previously on my Gen 1 M&P, but I scratched it all over, and so this time I'm going to take it easy. I'll try not to do much more than I can do. It is really visible at nighttime. That's when you see the difference when you compare it to any other firearm. And it's very simple. It's only these two parts. They will be replaced. The front one you insert it with just, once you fix it on your bench pies, one of the sides is going to be easier to slide it in. You just put it in there with a punch. And the rear one, you got to be careful with the spring. There are a couple of YouTube videos on how to replace your sights for the Smith & Wesson M&P. If you plan on doing it yourself, I would highly recommend it to do it. Follow those. It's not difficult. I just don't have the tools at this time. But it's really a pleasure. It's really worth it. It is really an investment that I would highly recommend you, because regardless that you shot one direction or another, those bullets is going to be with your barrel description. So it's something that is going to be, you will be responsible for any property damage or personal damage that you may have caused. So I would highly recommend you to switch your factory white dot firearms square shape for the U-shape Trijicon glow in the dark. Alright friends, thank you for following. This is all I have to share with you this time. Don't forget to like, subscribe for upcoming videos. You'll have a wonderful day and God bless you all. Alright YouTubers, I just wanted to close this video showing you how it looks once they are installed. You can send the U-shape cut on the rear. It's a lot easier to align your sight with the orange bright dot on the front. For hunters out there, when you are hunting, you see how orange contrasts a lot with the green background and everything. Is really a lot easier to aim. It's just the U-shaped notch on the back. It will allow you to quickly acquire your target. If it's a moving target laterally, you can really sort of have like a more refined aiming thing. It's a little wider, so you can really align your 3 dots. I'm really happy with it. I would highly recommend it to you. They are made for a lot of brands. At this point I don't remember, but I believe there were over 12 brands of firearms that the Trijicon HD Night Sights are made for. If you are thinking of replacing yours, I would highly recommend you to check for this one. I'm super happy with the purchase. They're slightly higher than the M&P original ones, but it's definitely they have more gripping over here for one hand emergency reloading drill in case you will get one are not able to defend yourself. I'm super happy. This is how it looks like. You can roll back in the video back and forward to see how they feel like. It's just amazing. It's just really money well invested. I know for the next 12 years this is gonna be it's gonna give me peace of mind that it's gonna be bright, it's gonna be accurate. Alright, you all have a wonderful time and thank you for following.